You open social media. You're just planning to kill 5 minutes. A swipe, another swipe, and then you pause. There's a new pair of sneakers everyone is wearing, or maybe a sleek new watch. A few minutes later, something strange happens. Your current phone feels a little sluggish. Your wardrobe feels dated. Your perfectly fine life suddenly feels like it's missing something. Most of us assume advertisements are built to give us information, to tell us how fast a processor is, or what materials are used. But look closely. What is highlighted here isn't the battery life or the storage capacity. It's the gold and silver finish, the shine, the status. Companies spend billions studying human psychology because they rarely sell physical ingredients. They sell power, confidence, identity. A vintage perfume commercial doesn't list chemical compounds. It shows elegance, romance, and high society. The entire industry is engineered around one biological reality. Humans buy with raw emotion, and we use logic to justify the purchase long after the money is gone. To get you to spend money you never planned to spend, advertisers use specific cognitive levers designed to bypass the rational part of your brain entirely. The first is repetition. Psychologists call it the mere exposure effect. The more frequently you see an image or a brand, the more you automatically trust it, even if you know absolutely nothing about it. Then comes social proof. If an influencer with 3 million followers has it, your brain interprets that crowd behavior as a guarantee of value. If everyone else is doing it, it must be safe. Add in artificial scarcity, phrases like limited edition or only 3 left in stock, and a mild desire rapidly turns into panic. Put these together and your internal monologue shifts. You stop asking the logical question, do I need this? And start asking a desperate one, what happens if I miss out? Decades ago, escaping this was relatively easy. Advertisements were static. They lived on billboards or played during television commercial breaks. It was just a passive, one-way street. Today, platforms track your age. They track your location. They track your income. They measure exactly how many milliseconds you linger on a specific post. If you pause to look at a pair of running shoes, the algorithm instantly learns. Within seconds, your entire digital environment adjusts to serve you highly personalized variations of that exact desire. Resistance is difficult when the target is no longer a general audience, but your specific vulnerabilities, tracked and exploited by a math problem you can't see. This constant manipulation creates a massive financial blind spot, a dangerous habit known as lifestyle inflation. This chart shows exactly how it works. You get a raise at work, but instead of putting that extra money into investments, you upgrade your phone, then your car, then your apartment. Your expenses rise exactly as fast as your income. Look at the gap at the top. There isn't one. You might feel wealthier sitting in a nicer car or a larger living room, but on paper, your net worth is stagnant. When every dollar of a raise is instantly claimed by a more expensive new normal, the bank account stays empty. This pattern explains why high earners find themselves living paycheck to paycheck. They've allowed an algorithm to set their standard of living, ensuring they stay broke regardless of their salary. Every impulse purchase actually has 2 prices. The first is what you pay at the register. The second is opportunity cost. This graph illustrates the difference. $1,000 spent on designer clothes stays flat. It's gone. But if that same $1,000 is invested, compound growth turns it into tens of thousands over a few decades. Marketing campaigns are incredibly effective at keeping your focus on the immediate gratification of the flat line, completely obscuring the massive potential of the curve. Every unnecessary purchase steals from your older self, trading decades of compound growth for a moment of possession. People who build lasting wealth approach this differently. They pause to filter their decisions, shifting from emotion back to logic, by asking whether an item is an asset that grows in value or a liability that drains resources to own and maintain. You can build this same defense. Start by enforcing a strict 48-hour waiting period for non-essential purchases, letting the emotional impulse fade. And curate your environment. Unfollow the influencers whose content consistently triggers you to spend. Before you hit checkout, ask yourself, am I buying this because I genuinely need it, or because an algorithm convinced me I should want it? A luxury car or a designer wardrobe can be easily financed to look like success. But financial freedom is quiet, it's invisible, and it starts the moment you decide to take back control of where your money goes.